My friends, I have got to tell you about Bam. Steve Bam is the most amazing philosopher of our time I have ever listened to and met, who can just take somebody that talks and babbles and just goes on to nowhere land. I'm sorry I'm doing it now. He can take something and get his point across in 10 seconds. And it just blows my mind, because Socrates, Plato, even Nietzsche, even the psychiatrists, all the philosophers from, even, by the way, even, gosh, I'm trying to think, I'm sorry I lost my mind because I'm tired, but I'm trying to think, even the modern ones like Mark Twain was a philosopher, by the way. Just all these guys, because he wrote in a book, we didn't call it philosophy, they didn't put little scripture and say this is a philosophical book, but they wrote in stories. See, that's what people don't realize. The philosophers, it could have been Greg Carter, it could have been even some of the comedians are philosophers. They don't realize these philosophers are telling you the truths. Even Rodney Dangerfield, even though I thought, my gosh, this guy, he doesn't know anything about God. He made fun of God, but he's still a philosopher. I mean, geez, listen to Roger Dangerfield. It tells you about the truth and philosophies under these truths. Sometimes he's off a little bit. It's like, my gosh, Rodney, that's a little crazy, bud. But they're philosophers. When you put it down. Only these people, these walk in here and somebody tells them a philosopher. They can't figure out what a philosopher is or who they are. That's how these people are led by the nose. That's we got Christians. They got to be told what is religious, what not. Oh, that's religious. That's religion, and this is not. That's a philosopher. This is not. That's what makes you successful. Is Warren Buffett and money. This is not. You got to be kidding me. It goes on and on. Well, that's what makes a good coach, and this is what doesn't. You're kidding me. Because you're born with that divineness in your heart to do the best. And you'll know when you... See, it took me... I started out this adventure not knowing squat. The guy that I started to was even like 4 years ago. This Kirk. I didn't know squat. I still don't know squat. I'm saying better. I still know nothing, but I'm learning every day. I was like, my gosh. I'm hit with some of this. I did not know what a sin was. And now I was like, what would be something, well, this is say something naughty. I was a good guy. I never hurt anybody, and I felt guilt on these things, but I did not know what makes a great individual. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to boast and try to be like a narcissist with egotism and have this bad ego. But now I know I can recognize good people like him. If I would have seen this guy, I would have said, oh my God, who is this guy, man? Just some kind of rough looking, rough guy. Looks like he's been in prison 10 times. And looks like he should be riding Harley around, and man, tattoos all over his face, his arms about skulls and death, and probably drinking and crap, and nice one minute and mean next. This guy is genuine. This guy's a dang hero. I didn't know what a hero was. I thought heroes was he's a president, he's a singer, they call those heroes. The guy that does this or the lady that does that, I thought those were heroes. I know what a true hero is. This man's a hero. And you got him walking down the streets. I met a hero guy that's, at a Greek festival the other day. This guy was a hero, man, because he goes, I didn't want anybody to know what I'm doing. Because I said, man, you're a hero, man. He's out there taking care of stuff and helping people. And I said, sir, you're a hero. He goes, no, I'm not. I'm just a guy at the heart. And I said, man, I'm so proud to know you. I said, geez. And he said, don't you know you're a hero? I said, I don't think about it that way. It blew my mind. There's more to that story too, about how I was trying to force him in to sing your hero, and he's not a hero. I told you God said it's okay to be a hero. I told him the other day that it's okay for you, but it's just say, even this guy's so humble, he just doesn't realize humble pride. Take your own, humble pride. Anyway, I just want to play this here because, see, I'm not just this for a romance thing or, people who are looking, because I know some of you are looking for You know, what makes a knight in shining armor? So the ladies come bow and bang on your door, and I want to have a great lady, or even if the ladies, you know what, you're looking for the knight in shining armor. But they present in Disney, I want to find this knight, and he's going to be in shining armor. He puts it flat out, because that's the problem with this whole world, is the disrespect between men and ladies and men, and ladies have been trained to look for the princess in Disneyland, or the Beauty and the Beast, which is all wrong. I mean, there's some truth in Beauty and the Beast, but you know, you don't judge somebody by, you know, by the looks, but it was deep in that. Beauty and the Beast is actually a trick, just like this knight in shining armor crap, right? So he puts in a great detail here, and see, that's the thing is with heroes that because even like this, I'm looking at what makes a guy, not even from like a knight in shining armor from a romantic standpoint, but what makes a true hero? What makes a knight a guy? And he's true. And I'm not trying to boast for myself, man. I have been beaten, punched, and kicked, and so you can tell he has too. He's a true, genuine legend. I'm not saying I'm a legend, but a true respect, honesty, and he will not take crap from no one. And I get so tired of people saying, "Oh, Kirk, you're not sensitive enough." Yeah, you know who you are, you folks. Oh, we should be more kind to these people. It's not about just, you don't be an a-hole, but don't you tell me about what I need to be. You got to be rough around the edges sometimes. You know, you got to operate. Sometimes you be a loud lion. You got to be rough. You got to come out biting and kicking. You know, I have passion. Don't hate me for my passion. My passion is what drives me, the fire. But you got to have a controlled passion. I told you I got controlled passion now. I used to cut off the handle. Couldn't control that passion. God says, you got to work on that, Kirk. So I'm working on that. I've worked on that passion. But if you cross God or me or somebody else, I am coming, and you better damn run. Because you are going to be in a nightmare, especially if you insult our God and Creator. Or brother says, I will come like a lion and slap you in the face with my tongue, and you will, or spiritual ways, and boy, you better run, because like I said, most of this is in God's hands. Angels, they'll take care of this more than me. But they want me to do something in the flesh, I'll be there. I'll come. I'll be there. I told you, your God created an order. I'm there. So anyway, not about that. So this is, I just said it's so negative. No, but I'm trying to tell you, we're coming with power. God cannot stand cowards, and He doesn't want cowards right now. That's why I'm here. That's why I think He is too, because we need somebody who's tough at these times. We can't milk-warm churches and got to be love, like narcissist, empath love. You got to be tough, and you got to be smart. And this man is intelligent. He's got, you know what, true. I mean, I met some dumb preachers, stupid, just no intelligence whatsoever, because they can't think through a wet noodle. And oh boy, the beat system loves that, because people can't fight their freedom, can't get out of the matrix. This guy's a true man. So, sorry to go on about it. So I want you to listen to Bam. If you ever get a chance, the reason I really brought this up is I want you to study him and listen to him. He probably makes say, I can't guarantee everything he says is right, but I'm going to say you use your own dang intelligence. You figure it out yourself. You know what I mean? Use your own brain. Exercise your brain. Now, that's one thing I'm going to tell you. I wanted to do this last night and other videos. Been doing this for years. You know, we do have people who are born special by God Creator. That we call them, that it's a little difficult for them. And don't you ever use the term retarded. That'll piss me off in 10 seconds. Don't you ever insult somebody like that. Don't you insult their intelligence level. Don't. I didn't like the word special, really. I can tolerate it. Let's say specially challenged is okay. But, you know, especially mental, because they have lower IQs or disabilities of the brain. I do not like it, because it's not the disability. God did make them special for a reason. Okay. So, what I'm heading with that is that, but if you were born with a normal brain, it's called being lazy your entire life. And I'm not talking about book smarts. You don't have to be awesome at any parts of math or reading or English. But if God gave you a brain, dang, use it. He gave you the tools. Where God said he won't help those that don't help themselves. That includes not just physically hands, but you get your brain. Use your dang brain. Listen to this wisdom. Listen to philosophers. Listen to stuff. Don't just sit on your dang head and do nothing. Because the brain is malleable. They have proven this. They've done MRIs. Your brain can become very intelligent. It ain't by eating right, exercising the brain. They said they have found the brain is malleable, meaning it can change and become, you can get very more intelligent, to use more wisdom, and wisdom leads to good hardness and to kindness. I have found that very intelligent people tend to, not always, they can use that, they can use it a negative way. I've seen it. But true, honest wisdom combined with love and empathy for others, you can change the world. It is amazing. This man can change the world right here, because he's one of them. And I honor this man because he is solid. So my point is, use your brain. And sometimes there's an old saying, you can't fix stupid. Oh God, you can't. Stupid, hard, or stupid. I mean, there is so much stupid, especially in this world. Oh, you got to, the stupidity is beyond tolerance. I mean, absolute stinking morons. Excuse my language. Just morons. So God gave you a gift to use your brain. Dang, use it. The gift is having just a normal brain, and then you can actually increase your IQ. Oh, you can push it through. You know when I used to struggle, I almost have headaches when I was younger, just to force myself. I mean, I told you I graduated straight A student, presidential list, Mesa State. Boom! I graduated top of the class MBA in computer information systems, and ended up being hired Lockheed Martin. Boom! Not saying you have to do great in school, because we know that tests are just bull crap. I mean, I did terrible on tests, if you know what I mean, on some tests, but I got good at them so I was horrible at math. God, horrible. But I kept exercising my brain. I used to spend just so much time trying to get that brain just to be a malleable mold. I wasn't born just gifted with the brain. Heck no, I was like, but I had to struggle through school. I had to struggle with those straight A's. Then pretty soon I started getting photographic memory. I'm not kidding you. I could literally, when I was in graduate school, I could literally say, I could actually do it when I was taking a test. I'd say, okay, page 42 and read down. I'd say, oh my goodness, line 8, and I'd start reading it in my dang head. I'm not kidding you. I'd be sitting in class reading it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to blow myself away. I'd actually be sitting in class going, well, I remember reading that right before the thing, and before this test, this exam. See, page, 152. I'd visualize, okay, line 3, and I'd go, okay, it says this. Okay, write it down. I'm not kidding you, because I worked at it. It's like, become good at music, playing the piano, you can do that. You be focused on being a good artist, painter, you do that. Your brain is malleable. So there's no excuse for being a dipstick. 90% of these people have gotten lazy with their bodies, they've gotten lazy with their brains. That's why we're in a mess. And to be honest with you, no offense, it is horrible. Because Big Brother, called your government, has taken away God's natural selection process that was in place. He has. Or not he has, we have. We start acting like gods. Your government is acting like big God right now. We're God, see? And there is an issue, because these people are having like 20 children. They can't afford it. They don't even take care of them. They show them love and respect. They don't do anything. They're just popping them out. See how you tell like they are just popping them out, because they don't even show any, and they don't care. Well, but it's just funny, because you go to these festivals stuff, and you'll see them all eating and having fun, this crap and that, but they don't truly love the kid. They love it. It's horrible to describe. You'll see them like showing, hey honey, I love you, this and that. All of a sudden, so they're on the phone and spend the rest of the day instead of playing with their kid, and showing them things at the zoo or whatever, and they'll be like, and then showing this fake love. They're all freaking fake in the child, and it's a fake relationship between the child and them. It's fake. It's no true. It's crazy how, like playing this. It's like playing a house on your kid. You know, they used to play. You know, sometimes the girls used to make me go in there and play house. Oh my God, like, oh, we're having breakfast. That's all they're doing. Just adults are just playing, just giggling, playing, just playing house. We're just older, you know. We're 30 years of age or 28 here having kids. We're just playing house. The game is deeper than that. You're trying to help a true soul, true love, teach them the right trueness. It's beyond just play. I caught myself, I'm going to play this, and I'll play this role, play this character. I mean, I used to do that, and I was like, God, not with my children, but I'm just saying, you know, like that I'm trying to give you a good example. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, sometimes I play these characters like, you know, I'm going to be, well, I don't know. I did that first one with Christian. Like, I'm going to play like I'm a Christian for a while. That's how I started. I'm like, well, I'm just going to play. This is kind of cool. It's something different to do. Spiritual stuff. Cool, man. I'm going to play that little Christian thingy. I get you. People do today. They only go to church because they're just playing. I'm going to be a good neighbor. I'm going to act like I'm a good neighbor in the neighborhood, but I don't really believe in this crap. And where's the football game? Because I'm out here in about 10 minutes. Not saying they're not doing the right thing. That's their own choice, but I'm just saying it's ridiculous. So anyway, let me play this, and I'm going to move on here because I got to get grounded. I told you that earlier. Okay, so here is Steve Bam. Boy, I tell you, bam. Bam, he is the bam, man. He is awesome. He's the bomb that just straight to the point. So listen to this. And for the MGTOW, man, this is true too. The guys in the MGTOW, these guys have been torn apart MGTOW. So we're tired of getting used by ladies in the dating Jezebel spirit. And men have two problems. But I'm telling you, dating ladies have really gotten overpowerful. And then they said it's way out of bounds. Even one of my friends, she says, my God, she goes, it is sick. She goes, I'm embarrassed to be a lady. She goes, I'm trying to help fight for the man cause. It's unusual, right? And Judge Judy said, she goes, you ladies are using everything in the system, and you're using your legs and your your coin purses. Your coin purses to take advantage of men. And men are the ones, because they should stand up. Be a true man. Be a true gentleman. That's why we're who we are. Don't be afraid to be masculine. Don't be all hurting ladies. It's okay to be a male, guys. Ladies, you respect that. It's okay to be a man. God gave us testosterone. He gave us the things to be men. And they gave you those gifts to be ladies where you can take care of children and teach them things that we can't. We're all given gifts for a reason. You can't just blend it all again and put it in a mixer and say, oh, it's all good. Because God wants to be good. He goes, he would have just made it just all a unisex. We wouldn't need to be man and male. People say, well, you know what I mean? Seriously. There would have been no need for males and females if God didn't have a reason for it. You know what I mean? Say, oh, you say, oh, that's wrong, Kirk. I don't give a crap what you think, because that's my opinion. Look at it. There was Adam and Eve for a damn reason. Not Adam and Steve. I'm not going to insult the gay people about this. I'm not. I got some gay friends, and I'm not going to insult them. But damn it, there is a reason why there's Adam and Eve. It was not Adam and Steve. It wasn't Eve and what's another, whatever her name is. You kidding me? We would not exist as a society if everybody was those types of things. Those type of things. If they ban this channel for that, I don't care. Do not care. I told them moving on. But we would not exist. There would be no children. So you got to realize everything's out of balance. Way out. Anyway, here you go.
Some women today are looking for a knight in shining armor. But a knight in shining armor has never seen battle. A knight in shining armor has never gone through a single thing in his life. Not one fight. Not one war. Not even one battle. What you need to start looking for is still a knight in armor, with a suit of armor that's battle worn. Shapes and holes and scrapes and scuffs and it's missing pieces and it's falling apart. Because man, underneath that suit of armor, protects you at all costs. Because he's been through the fire and the flames. He's willing to go back through them. Just for you. So go find you that man. Some women today.
Wow. What a true honorable man. That is chivalry. Boy, that is impressive. He nailed it. He nailed it like I have never seen. So quick and to the point. Look how long it took me to explain myself. This man can just... Not only a philosopher, he lives it. And man, I tell you, I have so much respect for him. He is a legend. You know what's saying about it? He'll probably go down, because he's done a ton of these short ones. He'll go down as probably, well, he will, with God and the Creator. He'll go down as just one of the true saints and prophets that people just did not know existed. I can't speak for God, but my goodness, I give him a thumbs up, 5-10, right now. Because he is, geez, I don't even know what his religion is. I don't even care. Because you got to realize God uses people in different ways. They don't always have to, they can be atheists. This man is true honor. Sometimes he has to use people in different religions for certain reasons. So don't you judge it. Because he has to meet certain people, be around certain situations, and deal with certain stuff that doesn't have to be Christian. He can be wherever, right? He can. I'm just saying, do not judge these things. It's written in Bibles, the scripture, Christians' Bibles. This man is impressive. I'm not talking about it. I mean, this guy is a true dad, a family member. I'm sure he makes just God proud. He says, man, and I can't speak for God. I shouldn't. So I'll just shut up there. So guys, don't be upset if you're going through times. These times are horrifying to be lonely, single, and the young men are just getting their butts kicked. And I told them they don't even. It is sad. I mean, I've talked to them. It's horrible. Whole MGTOW movement, this, that, crud. It's ugly. Even Tesla said, man, ladies are going to overpower this. Well, he prophesied right on money. Look it up. Tesla said. That's why Tesla never got married. He said it wasn't because he was swinging the other side of the fence. He said, these ladies disrespect themselves. It's going to get worse. He said it's going to get ugly. This man knew the future. He saw it. He read it. Probably traveled to it. I don't know what he did in his time for his travel in the future, but he probably saw it. Just didn't want to mention. Probably wouldn't believe him. But believe him if he did. Told him to travel in the future. But anyway, take care. God bless and love you all.